Hello guys and welcome back to CPC week 11. So there's 2 weeks left and we're currently sitting at a 5-5 record, and if we just win out we make playoffs and we also make first seed in our division, meaning we will face in the playoffs, we will face Matty, Brolic, and if we by any chance lose both games we're probably out of the playoffs. If we only win one game, it will come down to the differential. I will probably still make it, but I will definitely be second in my division if able for the wins from the same opponents as I face. And yeah, if we become second we face Gibbsy first round of playoffs, so that's definitely not what we want. So all in all we just have to win out the rest of the season with 2 games left, and then we make top of our division, and then we face Matty in the playoffs. As you've seen last week, he kind of threw the game versus me to fight me in the playoffs, so I'm definitely aiming to do as also he planned. So I want to make first, I want to face Matty, I want to have a good match with him and potentially beat him. But first we have to beat Will for this. If you guys remember, it's a long time ago, it's I think week 2, we faced Will also, and we had a battle. It was almost 100 turns. There are definitely some hacks involved and it was just really stally, and yeah, I lost that game. I was also at the time really sick and I didn't prep really well, so I definitely wanted some kind of revenge. For him the season is kind of over, so he threw just the team together really quickly. As you can see here, he brought the Cocktail, the Scamry, the Miltank, the Floydges, Castrodon for Corona. So all in all, I have to look out what kind of Cocktail this can be a bit annoying. The Trapper for Corona can definitely be a threat. And then he also had a Mega Lopunny, but he didn't brought it, so that's always nice to see. I brought a Scarf Infinite, I thought it was nice for revenging. Can even outspeed for Corona at +1. Also outspeeds Mega Lopunny. Nidoking is more of a bulky Nidoking. Thought it didn't need that much speed this week. It's also there to set up rocks. Gardevoir is I think it's a more defensive variant with Fish Protect. Latios just a life up 3 attacks, defog Latios because I definitely want to defog, because Crobat this week is a bit similar as Anthony brought it week 1 against Will when he still had the Crobat. It's just a defensive Crobat able to take 2 returns from Lopunny and just taunt the Taunt, Roost, Brave Bird, Super Fang set, and then I Focus Sash, Light Bite with Encore. Kinda if rocks are not up, it's kind of my fail safe also for Corona, I can Encore it. And just as moves it has a Pursuit for the Cocktail, Sucker Punch and Gang Shot to hit Floydges and just overall some damage. So we will just go on in the match real quickly. So I decided to lead off with Nidoking, just want to get up my rocks. He leads Miltank, I think okay, we may trade rocks here, I don't know. He outspeeds me, he goes for the Earthquake and it does 88%. And due to my bulk I live, but from the calc I see this is just a max speed Miltank, a Choice Bandit max speed Miltank. That's quite scary, but I now know it's locked in EQ, so I kind of have a free switch out into Latios of Crobat. I thought Latios is definitely the play because it just puts more offensive pressure on him. So I go out into Latios as he goes out into his Castrodon. I'm thinking, okay, I don't really want to take an Ice Beam at this point, and I kind of know my Gardevoir can kind of take this Castrodon on quite nicely, but he goes for the Toxic, really nice play by him. But this time I fortunately packed the Synchronize on my Gardevoir. I put this on because last time he also Toxic me on the switch and I had Trace instead of Synchronize with his Cresselia at that point. So now the Castrodon, really nice. He also gets Toxic. So here I'm thinking, okay, let me just fire off Hype Voice, scout some damage. As he goes in Scamry, I see this is a trade KO. It's a bit of a mixed defensive Scamry, I think. But yeah, I thought, okay, he's most likely either going to defog or click Iron Head, maybe even Roost. Let me go into Latios, threaten this Scamry out. As I do, I just go for a Psyshock. He kind of EV'd incorrectly, he had max special defense. Or he wasn't thinking of Psyshock hitting on the defensive side, so he takes 73% with his Floydges. So I'm thinking, okay, let me just go for a safe Psyshock, hit most of his team. And the other things I can just hit up with an auto move. He goes Cocktail, I'm thinking, okay, this looks to be offensive, could be Scarfed, but yeah, if it's Scarfed, I'm trapped. So let me just fire off a Trick Meteor and probably kill him from this range. As he indeed is Scarfed, I take a Shadow Ball quite nicely. go for the Trichometeo and drop down Gotitel. So a really big threat, and Trapper out of the way also opens the door for the Scarf Ape in the back. He goes for Corona. I'm thinking, okay, I have Sash, Lipart still intact. If he goes Buckbout, can anchor it into it or just get some damage off. If he goes for Quiver Dance, as he does, I can just anchor him in this, which I do. Here I'm thinking, okay, he's probably going to switch out, but the thing is, Gangster just hits the Volcarona the hardest, but also hits most of the things that comes in. He goes Nidoking, he goes Miltank, I'm sorry. He unfortunately gets poisoned, but yeah, this helps me a bit, because here he body slams my Crobat. As I'm lucky, I don't get paralyzed, but I know I can take some body slams. As you see, it only does 39%, so I know I can roost up here and just get him in that Brave Bird range, because now Brave Bird isn't a guaranteed KO. So he goes body slam again. I still am not paralyzed. He goes, and then I outspeed him with a Brave Bird and kill him. So that's nice. We're up 6-4. As now he brings in the Gastrodon again. I think, okay, I only saw Toxic from it, and I thought, okay, Toxic recover could be a bit annoying. He's Toxic, let me just taunt him. As he fires off an Ice Beam, does a hefty chunk to me, but I live, and I thought, okay, do I need Crobat that much? Not really. Can try to roost up on this, try to scout his whole set and such. As I roost, he makes a nice play. He just Earth Powers, doing a really big damage. And I'm thinking, okay, yeah, let me just preserve this Crobat, can still be handy for Corona if it hasn't set up Quiver Dance. And I know my Gardevoir can kind of take this on quite well, because we have both Toxic, but he has taken some more Toxic turns already. So here I just throw up a Wish, as he also goes for Recover, I believe. Yes. Here I know, okay, I can just go for a safe Hype Voice and then get my health back. I go for Hype Voice, I do over half. With Toxic, this will kill him. I get some Wish and health back. And yeah, so we're up 6-3. He brings in Volcarona. I'm thinking, okay, go Lipart again. He goes for the Bug Buzz this time around. Good play by him, but I also know now I can anchor him into Bug Buzz. If he wants to switch, he switches. I still have this Volcarona, this Lipart left, so he knows he can't Quiver Dance at any time freely. Here I think, okay, I can now go into Scarf Ape. He's locked in Bug Buzz, nothing to fear. He goes out to the Florges, I kill it. He goes out in Skarmory, I'm calking, even a max defensive Skarmory I kill with Flare Blitz, so that's just what I do. So we're up 5, yeah, he only has Volcarona left, but that can still be a threat, definitely. But I'm Scarf Infinite, so what I'm thinking is, I just have to click Flare Blitz. If he sets up, I click Flare Blitz another time, I outspeed, I kill, I win. If he kills my Infinite, I can revenge with Latios or Crobat, because they outspeed him. So that's exactly what I do. He reveals to be more of a bulky Volcarona, but it doesn't matter. He kills me with a Psychic, gets some leftovers back, but it's definitely in range from a Brave Bird. So he gets taken out by a Brave Bird. Crobat lives that recall, and we win with a nice 4-0. So that definitely was a lot shorter game. It was also, for me, it was a really nice game. It was just a really clean game. Overall, yeah, it was the poison on Miltank was a bit unfortunate, but I think I still would have pulled it out. And yeah, all in all, nice quick match. And yeah, we are now 6-5, and if we beat Joey next week, we take that #1 spot in our division. We go to playoffs, and we face Maddie. But due to differential and such, I've already clinched my playoff spot, which is really nice. It's now just a matter of, do I become first or second in my division, and then do I face either Kipsy or Maddie. But we're aiming for the top seed, so yeah, we will see how that will turn out, guys. But until then, and bye.